Well, hello, my name is Miss Leslie, and today we are going to make Snickerdoodle cookies. And this has become a new family favorite for my family. This was full, and look at it now. I'm going to show you how to make these delicious cookies. First of all, we're going to start out with just a cup of sugar and half a cup of butter. And we're going to put that into our mixing bowl and we're going to cream it. And the nice thing that happens when you cream butter and sugar is this amazing smell comes off of it. It's so good. So you're going to get it light and fluffy, just like that. And then we're going to take our dry ingredients and we're going to whisk them together. Now these cookies I've made a little different. You can totally use regular flour with them if you want. But I wanted them to be gluten-free plus have some protein. So I'm using a cup of almond flour and 2/3 cup of rice flour. And then we have a half a teaspoon of, sorry, I put the recipe down smaller, 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and a half teaspoon of salt. Now the baking soda, you just want to make sure that it doesn't have any clumps in it. So, because otherwise those clumps can be very bitter. So this was actually the cream of tartar and this is the baking soda. So I just want to make sure it's all clump free. And then I'm going to add that to my flour and I'll whisk that in here first before I add it to my cookie dough. And lots of times when I'm doing my cookie dough, I just add the salt and the baking soda and powder and stuff like that into the wet ingredients. But this is the technical way, so we're gonna do that. Oh, there's a fresh batch right out of the oven. Let me go get it. And you'll be able to see what it looks like now. This one I did with a little bit of a twist. I put crumpled up white chocolate on top. So, but they look about done. I was gonna say maybe one more minute. So we'll try it one more minute. Okay. Now, we do have to add the egg to our creamed butter and sugar, and I always like to crack it in a separate bowl just because I never know if I'm going to get eggshells in there. So put that in. I'm going to use the mixer attachment to mix this, and then this is just going to be light and so a little more liquidy. Oh, and so important, half a teaspoon of vanilla. Don't want to forget that. And a nice stir, and now I'm going to stir in my flour and dry ingredients. Like that. And I'll just give that a good stir, and then this actually has to go in the refrigerator for about half an hour. It makes it so that the dough gets absorbed more. Let's go check and see how this cookies look now. Okay, this dough totally is like, it's like a soft dough. So we're gonna put it in the fridge for half an hour. And let's see. Ooh, yeah, this looks really good. Okay. Look at this. Super nice. Okay, so I'm gonna put these right here. And then you have two options. You can do the cinnamon sugar. This is the dough that I put in my fridge for half an hour. So it's got a little more of a, you know, it's not so drippy of a dough. But so with the ones that just came out of the oven, what I did was I just took regular white chocolate chips and I put them in the blender and I blended them up into this really smooth, well, it's kind of crumbly chocolate mixture. And that's what I dipped these cookies in. And then the next ones I'm going to do cinnamon sugar. So I'm going to add a teaspoon of cinnamon about 2 tablespoons of sugar. And this is going to make a dark cinnamon sugar, but I think when you dip the cookies in and then they bake it, they need that darkness. So it's about like this color. And you can totally make cinnamon sugar to whatever color you like. But what I like to do is take a cookie scoop, drop it into the topping, push it in, and then there you go. And these cookies do spread out. So like the one that I showed you, it's got about 4 across and 3 the other way. So let's see. I almost sneezed. Sorry. Okay. Let's see what these taste like. They're really good. All right. Hope you enjoy making these Snickerdoodle cookies, and we'll see you next time. I'm going to enjoy my cookie.